This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is a case of King versus King. You all are married, you've known each other for 8 years, but allegations of cheating have put this relationship on hold. Miss King.
Yes.
You've initiated this case. You brought your wife here to court. Tell us why.
Well, Your Honor, I brung my wife here today because I'm just hearing a whole bunch of rumors, and I seen a number in her phone that shouldn't have been there. I'm completely tired. I'm completely tired of people coming to me. I mean, it went so far to where a person called my job. They called my, well, I was at work and someone had texted me saying 911. Basically just telling me, you know, you need to get home because they seen someone coming in and out of my home.
So you are
the only
exhausted.
woman that should be coming in and out my home besides my wife, Tamika.
And if I remember correctly from the court papers, there's one woman in particular that you are most concerned about. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. King, your wife has brought you here. She is exhausted by what is going on between you all. What do you have to say to the court?
I mean, Your Honor, I'm exhausted too. You know, I'm like constantly getting accused, you know, and I want it back to how we used to have it. Like, I'm not out there cheating. It is a lot at stake because we even became married. We were actually friends for 8 years.
Okay, so y'all got some history. Both of you all are in this thing just swimming. And everybody's tired and you trying to get out of it.
I mean, I ain't swimming, I'm on the couch.
Well, not literally
I ain't
swimming, but
I'm drowning.
You drowning.
Yeah.
From
Oh.
the master bedroom to a love seat, and I ain't getting no love.
So you sleeping on a love seat right now?
I'm on a love seat
Ironically,
right
you're
now.
sleeping on a love seat.
So you say you want things to be the way they were. Where did you used to be? How did you meet?
Can I tell?
It's just like we at home. Cut
Stop
off.
it. Stop it.
All right. Tell us what happened.
Okay. Well, in the beginning, it was beautiful. She would do romantic things like write me love letters and open the door for me, give me flowers, just...
It was a romance.
It was beautiful. And don't get me wrong, she still does sweet things for me, but it's not the same. So I feel like she's basically just doing sweet things to me to cover up the fact that she's out there cheating on me.
So, you know, Cutler, in the routine, we've had friends say, my husband brought me roses for no reason. Why he do that?
Yeah.
And so it's almost like you think these are guilt gifts instead of gifts of the heart.
I do.
All right, Miss King, she says that when it started out, it was beautiful. You were romancing her. Why did you fall in love with her?
She had no kids. I have 2 kids. She stepped right in like she was their mom. Come home, house smelling good, you know, bath water, because I done worked so many hours, dinner, the whole 9. Like, I'm making sandwiches now. Like, I need
So
my
you
wife
go
back.
from dinner, real nice dinner, to
To
sandwich.
Lunchables.
To lunch.
Whatever I eat at work is what I eat.
And she's gonna remain there until I find out if she's cheating on me or not.
So why do you think she's cheating?
We went to the supermarket and I guess, I didn't know the woman at the time, but I guess this was her ex, and
Okay.
they said the ex told her that she needed to speak to her, and they kind of left me there, standing there, like in the middle of the grocery store. It wasn't no, hi, her name is X, Y, and Z, you know, this is my girlfriend, or this is my fiance. There wasn't none of that. They disappeared in the aisle for about 20 minutes. And then when Tamika finally came out, she acted like she had an attitude because I was telling her, you know, I feel some type of way. What's your problem? You act like I wasn't there, like I was invisible.
And this ex
Yes, Your Honor.
is the one you have focused on and think this is the one.
Yes.
Your Honor.
And you submitted a photo of the ex to the court, is that correct?
Yes. Look at that.
And this is
Come on.
Miss
now.
Tamika King's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
And this is the one you think she's still involved with.
Yes. Yes.
She's confident. Look at those shoes matching that sash. I don't think I can pull that one off, Mr. Cole. That's
confident.
Yeah.
You got it, you know.
Flaunt it. All right. Wait, hold on. I want to hear about the supermarket. Did you just leave your girlfriend, your wife, in the middle of the supermarket?
Please tell the truth.
Your Honor, I did, but there's a but. It all sounds bad on my side. Okay. We were in the grocery store. We just rekindled, got back. Everything was going good. The loving, the taking care of each other, and
you two.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm like not really looking at an ex no more. This done. I'm more looking at I owe you some money for the past car that we got together. I haven't seen you. Let's get this done. I'm more worried about getting things out the way so I can make a way.
And see, I can understand that, but here's the problem. Someone runs into an ex, and the person they're with is standing there. Are you going to introduce me? And then when you don't do that, the person feels, okay, now you're trying to hide something. Are you trying to keep that door open?
That's where my insecurities come in.
But I was in cloud nine. I wasn't thinking about ex.
If you're in cloud nine like you say you are, you can't help but introduce her.
All right, do you have anything else that supports your belief that she's cheating?
I do. She told me, me and Tamika was supposed to be going out one day, and she told me she left her cell phone at her family member's house. So I said, okay, well, go get it. I'll get ready, and then, you come back to the house and come get me. An hour went past, so I called her cell phone, and I'm like, hey, thinking to myself, what's going on? So I'm like, don't jump to nothing. Maybe her cell phone's still dead. She didn't get a chance to charge it.
Sure.
So now I calls the family member house. I'm not getting any answer. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna pop up over there.
All right, the pop-up.
I'm gonna pop up. So I popped up over there, and a family member, tells me Tamika haven't been here for a week and a half.
And you immediately start thinking she's with this ex again.
No, I still didn't jump to conclusions.
Okay.
I still didn't. I was upset, and I said, you know what? Me and her were supposed to go out to eat, and I'm still gonna go get me some food because I'm still upset and I'm hungry. So I'm like, I'm going to continue the day. So I go to the restaurant that me and her usually go to and they know us, and I get inside there, and the guy's like, hey, you just missed your wife. And I'm like, so I said, who was she with? I'm curious. Is she by herself?
Right.
So then he said he don't know the woman, but the way he described her, the female on the screen, the way he described her, I knew it was her. Then when I asked Tamika about it, she played dumbfounded and act like she didn't know what I was talking about.
All right, Miss King.
Can I talk?
Yes, please. I want you to talk.
It wasn't me. We got it. It might sound, I know, I sound crazy all the way through. We live in a small town, Your Honor. I have a lot of people that tell me that I look like this one girl. I never bumped into her yet, but they said I look like that. They say I look like this one girl.
I never seen her neither.
Okay, so you saying, color. She is telling us her doppelganger lives in the same town as her and happens to be at the restaurant they go to with this woman.
With her ex.
With her ex. You are saying you were never at this restaurant with your ex.
How did your ex number pop up in your phone? Please explain that.
So you still have a relationship with this ex?
Not at all.
Well, she keeps popping up. She's popping up at the supermarket.
Small town.
She's popping up at the restaurant.
Small town.
It's real small.
She's in your phone. It's your testimony that nothing is going on between you and your ex.
I want to marry her. Nothing's going on.
You didn't answer the question. That was good. You kind of danced around a little bit. But this is a direct question. You're telling this court that there's nothing going on between you and your ex-girlfriend.
Nothing.
Your Honor, if I'm going crazy, then, I hope my wife forgive me. If she passes this test, I'm willing to work on my marriage because I love her, okay? I'm mad we have to even be here today. And I'm mad I gotta go through this with something so ratchet.
All right. That's why we have her side, and then her side. The ex is here. Ron, escort her in.
Yes, sir.
How are
ma'am.
you?
Have a seat, please. Would you state your name, please, for the court?
Dominique Martinez.
Ms. Martinez, what is the nature of your relationship with Miss Tamika King?
That's my ex. That's it.
Are you all currently in a sexual relationship?
No, we're not.
Why have you spoken to her in the last year or so?
Yes, I have.
Please, just stop it. Why are you lying? Why don't you just tell the truth?
Can you calm down like
No,
that?
I cannot calm down.
Miss King.
Jesus, relax.
If you with her, just tell
Ladies,
Okay,
you came here to get answers from the judges. Let the judges do the talking.
Miss Martinez.
Yes.
So do you have ongoing contact with Miss Tamika King?
No, that is the problem. After me and Tamika had broke up, Tamika came to me and asked me to help her out with a vehicle, okay? She said she needed to get back and forth to work. Wherever they live at, transportation was rough. During that time, I was doing all right for myself. So I said, okay, no problem, but I want my money back.
Well, let me ask this. Mr. Tamika King has indicated that she's become aware that you and Miss Tamika King were at a restaurant together.
That was on a moment where she had to give me some of my money.
So you were at the restaurant with her?
Yes, we was there.
That was her because Miss King, you said, don't look at her. I mean, she's telling the truth. You said it wasn't you, and she said, yes, it was you.
She trying to make it hard for me. I ain't go to no restaurant.
Why would she say you were at the restaurant when you weren't? How does that even factor into you getting her money?
It doesn't even make any sense.
If it was a couple of dollars, I would have let it go, because at the end of the day, what me and her had, that was then. That was $2,000. I need my money.
So you were at the restaurant with Miss Tamika King?
Yes, we met at the restaurant, and she gave me the $175. She said, you look nice today. I said, and what's new? Give my damn money and go buy your business. That's it.
So, Ms. Martinez, when she said to you, you look nice, do you think she was flirting with you?
I think she was trying to take the edge off of the fact that she knows she should have been paid me my money. And she just want me to shut up about it, so she's willing to say whatever it takes for me to shut up. That's not gonna happen.
Do you get paid?
Till I get my damn money.
So let me,
All right.
thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Martinez.
No problem.
So, Mr. Cutler, here's what we have. Ms. King is saying that their marriage is in shambles because she believed that Ms. King was in a relationship or having an affair with her ex. But what Ms. Martinez has testified is, I want my money. But the bottom line is, Ms. King has not been truthful because she said she wasn't at that restaurant. And she says if it comes out she's cheating, she's gone.
This court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, we would like to hear from licensed forensic voice analyst Guy Wolf to determine, is she cheating? Can you tell Mr. Wolf in?
How are you, Mr. Wolf?
I'm wonderful, thank you, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm great. You did a forensic voice analysis of Ms. King, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
So let's take a look at the question that Ms. King was asked.
Since the beginning of your relationship with Takima in January of 2015, have you had any physical sexual contact with your ex-girlfriend, Dominique?
No.
The forensic voice analysis determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
I am so happy. Woo!
I love you. Now maybe they can get together and bring in their money.
I am so glad. Miss
Praise the Lord.
King, Tamika King, laying down there on the podium. I am so glad for you. You look so relieved. Okay, ladies, you all clearly love each other. Miss King,
Yes, Your Honor.
you need to put this distrust behind you. We have not had a stronger witness in a long time than Ms. Martinez. The only thing she wants is her money.
That's it.
And
Is that the impression you got?
I think at the end, I finally understood that she wanted her money.
Okay. Yeah.
And you two need to work on that and get this resolved with her. You really do. Another goal for you all is to rebuild the trust.
Your Honor, I don't want to be with anybody else. Our sex is great.
Wow.
I mean,
Winning.
Well. If you got that part together, you can get off that love seat.
Can I get back in the bed?
You can get.
My back hurts.
Sounds like things need to happen
some
that
regular
way.
meals.
You can get a regular meal in there.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm getting small.
But what you all did when you fell in love are the things you have to do to stay in love.
Your Honor, I would like to tell Dominique I'm sorry.
Oh, I love that.
I'm very sorry. But when you a scorned woman already, it's hard, okay? So I apologize, okay?
I understand. Apology accepted.
Well, now is a great time for you all to start anew, to start fresh, to get back on the right path together.
This is the case of Gibson versus Brown. You've been together 3 years, but thoughts of him cheating have thrown your relationship into turmoil and brought you to our court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you tell me why you are here specifically?
Well, I'm here because I think that Jonathan is cheating on me. I did leave. I was dating women before.
Oh.
For about 9 years, and I left, women to basically be with him. I feel like he's not giving me as much attention as he did before, so it's just becoming a problem for me.
All right. Well, Mr. Brown, this woman.
How are you not paying attention to this beautiful woman?
Your Honor, listen, so I'm here to tell her the truth, show her the truth. She's out of her mind, everything. I'm sick of the allegations. She always accusing me. She wants to go through my phone. She has my passwords. She always wants to try to smell my private parts. She act like she always act like she say, oh, when I come home, she's like, oh, she wants to give me oral, but then slick, she's really trying to smell me, trying to see where I've been. I'm like,
okay,
yo.
Are you a sniffer? I just need to know. Are you a sniffer?
I mean, he's my boyfriend, so all of that is mine. I could do what I want to do.
Look, name it and claim it.
But here's the thing. Do you sniff him to see if he's been cheating? And that is a yes or no question.
Yes, I do.
So you are a sniffer?
Yes, I am.
Oh, my goodness, color sniffers in the house. I know that before the sniffing days came upon us, there were happy times.
Yes.
Tell me about how you two met.
And I started working this job, and Jonathan was pretty much like my supervisor. And, at first we were friends. I was in a really bad relationship, and Jonathan, he was a really good friend to me. He was always giving me good advice. And then we started having sex.
There's no, there's no bridge between.
No, that's.
So you are just like, he's a good friend, let's do this.
Yes.
All right. So as she said, at my job, I was the trainer/supervisor, so I was like, okay, I might want to pursue. I want to see what she really tough, what she say she is, because she say she don't like dudes. So I'm like, okay.
Oh, so the challenge was, you thought you had the power.
She threw some challenge at me. She said, I don't like dudes. Dudes is nasty. I've been with girls for 8 years, blah, blah, blah.
And you knew you had it going on at that point in life,
I had the haircut, I had the car, you know what I mean? She was all...
So now we got a picture, Mr. Colors. She's telling him, I don't even like dudes. I don't like your type. But I like your type. And then he's like, oh, challenge,
I know I got it going on. Watch me work.
Watch me work.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively. And then y'all got together.
Right.
No, we didn't get together. We was just having sex. We wasn't like...
Well, that's together. You can't get more together than that.
We wasn't in a relationship at first.
I'm not saying you had a relationship.
Yes.
I'm just saying y'all got together.
Yes, we was having meetings.
Is that code for something else?
Yes, we was having sex in the car.
Okay, so what does that look like?
Yes,
Wait a minute.
Okay, so we used to be at work. And Jonathan would get off at 6, and I was supposed to get off at 8. But I would clock out and go downstairs, and we would, push the seats back and have sex in the car.
But you know what, Color? Okay. She's a great employee because she timed out before
Thank you.
I just want
Now, his seat is always back in his car, and that's a problem for me. I just feel like it's too many things.
You're uncomfortable because you think he's now pushing that seat back for somebody else.
Yes, I can show you. You want me to show you?
Yes, ma'am.
I got a paper to show you.
Document.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, I want to give you an example.
Okay, can you step over to the monitor as well? And tell us what we're looking at.
So on this picture, it's a picture of Jonathan's car.
Yeah.
And what we would do is push the seat all the way back like it's pushed now. Jonathan would be here in a space on his knees.
This girl, man.
Okay, I would be here.
Yeah.
And we get to,
meet.
Get busy.
Yes, get busy.
Get busy.
So this is the proof. I just don't understand why would his chair always be back this way. He says that, you know, he washes his car, but I'm pretty sure if you wash your car, wouldn't you put it back?
This is something you started to see recently.
Yes.
And so you think, okay, this means he's doing what he did with me.
Yes, Your Honor.
And it ain't you he's doing it with.
That is correct.
All right.
Thank you.
Mr. Brown, given your illustrious history.
All right, so this is how it goes. Like I told you, I'm a car dude, you know? I'm always cleaning my car out, so I vacuum out. And when I get to the front, I push the seats back. I get everything. I should get all the crevices. I don't want no crumbs.
It is a clean car.
It's a clean car. You can see the lines in the carpet right there. You see the lines. So push the back to vacuum it. But I don't think to push it back forward because I don't sit in that seat. But when I get in the driver's seat, I'm going to adjust the seat back because why? I need to drive.
What other evidence have you seen?
Okay, so like I said earlier, you know, Jonathan, he doesn't give me as much attention as he used to. So he would come home and go straight in the room, like not greet me, you know. So eventually I started following him to his bedroom. He wants to go and change his clothes. So one time, you know, I followed him and I noticed that his underwear was inside out. Okay, when we used to have the meetings in the car, Jonathan take off everything.
Wow.
So I'm thinking he's doing the same thing now, and he just accidentally, you know, put his underwear inside out.
No.
Why in the world would you put your underwear on inside out?
Listen, I've been doing this since I was a child. All I buy is a certain type of underwear, tagless, right? As long as it's not backwards, it don't bother me. So I may take a bath.
Doesn't men underwear have an interesting little pouch to hold, you know, your man
Right,
parts?
as long as the pouch is in the front,
yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's inside out.
But doesn't it flip a certain way?
You know a lot about men's underwear. Let's talk about this. She's got it down. But doesn't it flip a certain way?
Well,
Doesn't it fit?
I got you and 3 sons worth of underwear I have taken care of for 30 years. Now, I don't know all the ins and outs.
It sounds like you do.
Well, you know I don't because I'm asking him, doesn't the door open a certain way? It doesn't swing both ways,
No, it's both ways.
So, Ms. Gibson, you're saying this is just something you just noticed recently.
Yes, I just don't understand why would his underwear be inside out.
Is there anyone in particular that you're concerned about?
Yes, so we have a mutual friend. So I ended up getting, you know, fired from the job that we were working at.
Your manager fired you?
Yes, I got fired.
I can't imagine
He
why.
fired you?
Oh, no.
No, he didn't fire me.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, woo!
You know.
I was like, Mr. Color fired me, it'd be on.
No.
You hear me?
So you got fired from a job that you were constantly clocking out early at.
No, I didn't get no. As soon as I left the job, he made new friends, which I don't have a problem with because I'm a very friendly person. So one day we got invited to go bowling. So we go to the bowling alley. And when I walked in, you know, Jonathan said, hey, everybody, this is my girlfriend. Everybody was, you know, excited to meet me. So Jonathan sits down and I go sit on one side of his lap and this mutual friend of ours, she sat on the other side.
He got 2 women on his lap.
Yes. So, you know, at first, I didn't say anything because I didn't want to embarrass him.
Your thing is, why does this woman feel comfortable enough to plop herself on your lap?
She's a coworker, right? I mean, a friend.
Color?
Because it sounds innocent to me. I mean, coworkers just being playful.
Not.
But what I'm hearing from you,
Let me just say, if somebody gets on your lap with me, it's gonna be on.
She's too comfortable.
Has anything else happened with this specific woman?
Yes. So we go to a house party. And this same mutual friend, she had been drinking, and her breast popped out of her shirt. Instead of Jonathan saying, oh, you know, fix your shirt, he pops them back in her shirt for her. So,
all right, show me what that looked like. He did. How'd he do?
They popped out. And he grabs her shirt and pops them back in.
So does he do this to him?
No,
Or grab the shirt?
I did not touch her.
I
grabbed the shirt.
touched her breast, so he grabbed her shirt and he
pulled her back over.
Yes.
So,
Did you pop this woman's breast back in her shirt?
Can I explain why? The girl walks over and her breast pop out. I'm like, yo, put your breast up instantly. I should have told her to fix it. I can attest to that. That was wrong. But instantly, I'm like, yo, these dudes in here, like, just fix yourself.
You've got a level of comfortability with that woman that you shouldn't have. Did I nail it? I nailed it? Okay. That's what the problem is.
All right, Ms. Gibson, is there anyone or anything else that you're concerned about?
Yes.
All right, tell me about it.
So it was one time I was at my apartment and one of my friends was at my apartment. I'm a very honest person. So Jonathan came over And my friend was in my bedroom, so I said, oh, get out because I want to have sex with my boyfriend. So as she got up to walk out, Jonathan says, oh, you don't have to get out, you could just watch.
That is not what I said. That's clearly not what I said.
Hold on, Mr. Brown.
And what did she say?
Okay.
All right, did she stay?
Yeah, so she stayed and we let her watch us have sex. But like the whole time, she wasn't watching me. She was watching Jonathan. She was like dazed.
How do you know?
Right.
Because I was looking at her and she was looking at him.
She looking dead.
So while you're having sex with him, you're looking at her, looking at him.
Yes, I glazed over her and she was looking at him.
Let's get it right.
Okay, tell
The
me
truth.
what happened from your eyeball.
Okay, so she right. That day we were together, all three of us was in the apartment. She told her, I was like, okay. She's like, I want to have sex with my man, get out. And I was like, I don't care. I never told a girl you can stay. If she was there or not there, I don't find her attractive.
You know what, honestly,
I'm like,
But didn't that bother you to have somebody eyeballing you during
hey,
this?
we was experimenting. Hey,
No.
we had just got together. I'm just like, hey, if you want to do it, we
I
can
really
try it.
feel like because she was watching Jonathan, he really did. He put in work that day. He was showing out. Honestly.
Hey, wait a minute.
You think he was auditioning?
Yeah.
He's showing off for her like, this is what it's going to be like with you.
He
was showing out so she would be like, oh, I need to get some of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this
So,
girl does. Okay.
My ears are ringing. I think we have heard enough testimony.
For a lifetime.
Because here's what it looks like. And I got to say, it's not looking pretty. If you find out that all of this is true, your relationship is over.
Yes.
You're done.
Yeah.
And because of this, the court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court would like to call certified polygraph examiner, licensed private investigator, and former special agent to the FBI, Kendall Shull, to determine, is he cheating?
Kendall Shull.
Good day, Mr. Shull. How are you?
Your Honor. Fine. How are you?
I'm good. You did a polygraph examination of Mr. Brown, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
All right. You asked Mr. Brown, have you ever had physical sexual contact with the co-worker in question? What was his response?
He said no.
You look nervous. You ready?
Not at all.
All right. What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
Mr. Brown was asked, have you ever had any physical sexual contact with a woman who watched you and Ms. Gibson have sex? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
How you feeling, Mr. Brown?
I feel like I won.
We still have one more question.
All right. I'm here for it.
Are you ready?
I ain't going nowhere.
All right.
All right.
Have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than Ms. Gibson since January 2016? What was his response to that question?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive.
No.
Mr. Brown?
Not true.
Well, Mr. Brown, you can't pick and choose which questions you accept. Ms. Gibson, what's going through your mind right now? I see the tears in your eyes.
I can't, it's just hard for me to believe it. Because, like, he was there for me at my lowest point in my life. He gave me an ultimatum, you know, like in the beginning, he surprised me and he took me on a cruise and he basically told me if I didn't leave the person that I was with, that he couldn't be with me. He's truly a good person. And it's just hard for me to just even believe that he would cheat on me.
When you see the hurt on her face, what does that make you feel like?
I do nothing without her. I don't have time to cheat. I don't want to cheat. I have no time to live double lives. I have no time to keep up with two lives at once. I don't have time for it.
Here's what I would say to you. It's clear that you love him. People can move past anything that they want to move past. I don't encourage anybody to break up a relationship, but particularly when people seem to really care. And if your heart of hearts says, I don't know, but I do know I love him, y'all walk out of this courtroom together and figure it out. Because at the end of the day, it's a lovely thing to wake up to somebody you love.
And who loves you?